Fresh week, and it happens to be Easter Monday, and today is already 21st of April, and the year is 2025. Again, in front of the lens is Oracle Benson Pastore to give you what continues to transpire in the world of news. And the problem, as the breaking news here, is the Catholic Christians. Of course, I can confirm to them they have lost their Pope, that's Pope Francis. The Bishop for that's Rome, may his soul rest in eternal peace. But the details of the news will come on your way. Let's first start with what's happening in the headlines. Coming up in the NILECAST news headlines tonight, Pope Francis died at 88. Fortibet staff sought in armed robbery at a German betting center. Lastly in sports, maybe Samuel thrust aside Parombo Mission Stars in Regional League. Details about this in NILECAST news. Straight away into the details of the news, we are commencing it from Italy, particularly from Rome. Pope Francis died at the age of 88 years today, 21st of April 2025 at around 25 minutes to 8 a.m. in the morning. The Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father after he suffered a severe health crisis earlier this year and was hospitalized with double pneumonia. First, take a look at the story.
Pope Francis, the first Latin American leader of the Roman Catholic Church, has died, the Vatican said in a video statement on Monday. He was 88 years old and recently survived serious bout of double pneumonia. Dear brothers and sisters, it is with profound sadness I must announce the death of our Holy Father Francis. Cardinal Kevin Farrell announced on the Vatican's TV channel. At 7:35 a.m. this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father. George Mario Bergoglio was elected Pope on March 13, 2013, surprising many church watchers who had seen the Argentine cleric known for his concern for the poor as an outsider. He sought to project simplicity into the grand role and never took possession of the ornate papal apartments in the Apostolic Palace used by his predecessors, saying he preferred to live in a community setting for his psychological health. He inherited a church that was under attack over a child sex abuse scandal and torn by infighting, and was elected with a clear mandate to restore order. While he struggled with internal dissent, Francis became a global superstar, drawing huge crowds on his many foreign travel as he tirelessly promoted interfaith dialogue and peace, taking the side of the marginalized. Benedict, a hero of the conservative cause, died in December 2022. Finally leaving Francis alone on the papal stage. Francis appointed nearly 80% of the who will choose the next pope correct as of February 2025, increasing the possibility that his successor will continue his progressive policies despite the strong pushback from traditionalists. Kashundwat Fancy reporting for West Nile Television NILECAST from traditionalists. Policies despite the strong pushback from traditionalists. Kashundwat Fancy reporting for West Nile Television NILECAST.
Moving forward, now in Ajuman district, Fortibet staff sought and is now nursing injury in Ajuman General Hospital in armed robbery at Ajuman betting center on Saturday, whereby the two suspected robbers stole good amount of money and flee to unknown direction. Because of this, the business owners of Ajuman have been called upon to practice to have security guards in order to protect their businesses. Onzima Alan was on ground and he gives us more about that story. A female staff member of Fortibet in Ajuman Town Council is nursing gunshot wounds after being shot at night by armed suspected thieves. The suspects made off with 130,000 Ugandan shillings from the cash drawer before fleeing to unknown destination. According to the eyewitnesses, the two suspected robbers had one armed AK-47 stormed the busy Fortibet betting center on Saturday at around 11 p.m. One of them ordered everyone inside to remain still, while the other one fired 5 live bullets, one which struck the female staff member by names Asara Monica, 23 years old. Adjuman Resident District Commissioner Taban Atapeta confirmed the incident and said the police are investigating the matter and the victim is out of danger and is undergoing treatment at the Adjuman General Hospital. He continued saying that the business owners of Adjuman should practice to have security guards in order to protect their properties.
My advice to the business owners is it's very unfortunate that most of our businesses don't have security. We invited all these people who are working overnight and had a meeting with them, and we encouraged that everybody at least gets a security personnel to be guarding. Not only the places that work at night, even the shops. Most of these shop people lock, nobody stays in, and they just go to their villages. So it is now important for everybody to know where you have your property. At least recruit a security personnel so that they will be manning at night for better protection of your property. Thank you so much.
Asara Monica, a victim of robbery, speaking to the journalist at Adjuman General Hospital, said it was an abrupt attack from the robbers when they invaded the center at around 11 p.m. and collected 130,000 Ugandan shillings and 1.6 million, and the bullet of a gun shot her on the process of jumping to hide. Adjuman district have not been having such incidents of robbery since it got district status in 1997. Oraku Benson Pastore, together with in 1997. Oraku Benson Pastore, together with Onzima Alan, compiling the story for West Nile Television. Away from that story from Adjuman, now crossing the borderline to Greater Alu region, particularly from Nebi. Of course, there was a very big encounter in West Nile Regional League Nyagaki Zone between the team of Nebi Central and the team called Parombo Mission Stars. In the process, we saw Nebi Central thrusting aside Parombo Mission Stars by 3 goals to nil to see that they qualify for the zonals that shall be played at Ababet come next month early. First, take a look at how things happened in that game between Nebi Central and Parombo Mission Stars.
West Nile Regional League pulled surprises as giant Nebi Central secured a win against Parombo Mission Stars in Alengo Stadium, Parombo Town Council. The thrilling encounter during the weekend in the West Nile Regional League saw the hot favorites Nebi Central FC gaining 3 points away in Parombo Town Council at the home of their opponent Parombo Mission Stars upon losing 3-0. Some fans of Nebi Central after the match took to the streets of Parombo Town about the victory. Eric Abedkani, CEO Nebi Central FC, attributed the victory to Nebi Central FC's level of preparation through signing of quality players to bolster their squad.
Very great opportunity. This was a very important game for us. Nebi Derby. Remember, in the first leg, Parombo beat us 1-0. And it was not easy for us. We had to prepare thoroughly for this so that we could overturn the results. And it was a massive win for us, 3 goals away. And we are very happy because that gives us a very good hope. We have potential to extend the table to 12 points now, and we are now through to the playoffs. We are just waiting for the results of tomorrow's game between Kakwashi Youngsters and the United. So I think the road is now clear for us. This was one of the most important fixtures for us. We have now 3 games to go. On Wednesday, we shall be playing Arua Airfield at home. We have a trip to Nile Hippos in Rhino Camp, and then lastly, we are lost to Palu at home.
Meanwhile, Brian Wonder, PRO Parombo Mission Stars, conceded a defeat, saying they will perform better in the next game. Wonder expressed dissatisfaction with the team's performance, highlighting their reluctance from their players. On the other hand, Pakwach Youngsters secured their win in the league by defeating Paida United FC 1-0 at St. Mary's Stadium, Omach. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST. 0 at St. Mary's Stadium, Omach. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Looking at the other stories that continues to happen in the world of sports, more especially in Europe, of course, games were played over the weekend, right from German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Premier League, not forgetting about La Liga. And this is how it went yesterday in Spanish Primera Division. Real Valladolid lost at home into the hands of Osasuna by 3-2. For Real Sociedad, they had a 2-2 draw with the team of Villarreal, and Sevilla also shared in the spoils with Deportivo Alaves, which ended 1-1. Meanwhile, Real Madrid got it late against Athletic Bilbao, which ended by 1-0. And then in German Bundesliga, Augsburg, of course, drew Bayern with Frankfurt, with Dortmund at Westfalenstadion having a 3-2 win over Borussia Mönchengladbach. And then Bayer Leverkusen also had to settle for 1-1 draw with St. Pauli. And then in Italian Serie A, Empoli drew 2-2 with Venezia. Inter Milan, of course, were beaten by Bologna by 1-0. Meanwhile, for Atalanta, they also had the same score line over the team of AC Milan at San Siro, beating AC Milan by 1-0. And then in French League 1, Lille were 3-1 winners over Auxerre. Lens were away, and they managed to beat Brest by 3-1. Meanwhile, Nice has 2-1 win over Das Encas. Then Reims were 0-0 winners over Das Tolu. Meanwhile, the game between Saint-Etienne and Olympique Lyon ended by 2-1 in favor of Saint-Etienne. Then in English Premier League, Chelsea had to come from a goal down to see that they keep their hopes of finishing top 4 alive with a 2-1 win over Fulham. Then Ipswich Town were thrashed at home by Arsenal by 4-0. Meanwhile, for Wolves, they had a 1-0 win over Manchester United. Leicester City also been beaten by Liverpool by 1-0, and it's already confirmed all the newly promoted teams in English Premier League this season, they have all gone down. That's Southampton, Leicester City, after losing yesterday, they were also relegated, not forgetting about Ipswich's defeat into the hands of Arsenal. That means they shall be playing the remaining games just for prestige. That is the latest update I can give you. And then come in today's game, of course, in Spanish Primera Division, there will be a game between Girona and the team of Real Betis, and this game will be exactly at 10 p.m. Then Spurs in the Monday Night Football in English Premier League will welcome Nottingham Forest. And taking a look at the English Premier League table standing right now, Liverpool, they have already been crowned as the champions of English Premier League. Meanwhile, the second team on the log currently is the team of Arsenal, being followed by the team of the Newcastle, Chelsea, and Newcastle comes in the third position. Fourth, of course, is Manchester City. Chelsea is at number 5, and top 6 is actually completed by the team of Nottingham Forest, who will travel away to that Spurs in tonight's game. With that, I should say we close the chapter here, and we shall open from where we have left it come tomorrow. It has been me, Oracle Benson Pastore, doing it for you. What I can say is have the best of your moments. We are still continuing with the Easter week. I think it will continue up to the end of the week, because there are still other sessions immediately after Easter Sunday. I hope you had the best of it yesterday, and today is also Easter Monday, and you still continue to enjoy it in a responsible manner. Unfortunately, as I had said earlier on, the Catholic faith Christians, they lost their Papa, that's Pope Francis. Normally in Lugbara we call him Papa. Papa Drara kanir morinde malia ba pari onyero malia amizidir morinde sedenene kadar Catholicnira ebite bishop de Roma avore de Italia dale. So dradian ra ermava male morinde malia ba pari onyero malia denene bana kidiba dikaduse.